Hello everyone, my name is Sonia and I am here to present my book club report for my Women's and Leisures class. The book that I have read is The Awakening by Kate Chopin. Now, for this report, for the visual presentation, what I'll do is first off, I'm going to go through the main characters and then I will give a brief overview of the book. I'll then go over how this book relates to the class that we have taken, the themes and the materials that we have gone over, including the history, feminism, body images. Then I will go over my own personal reflection and how the book relates to me. And I will then describe my experience as being part of this online book club, and what I enjoyed and what I thought should be different. So first, we will start off with the main characters. The first character that we will describe is Edna Pontellier. She is the main character. She is a young 28-year-old woman, and she's the main focus of the book. She is a young woman who's discovering who she really is and what she really wants out of life. She makes many discoveries throughout the book about herself and experiences many things that she's never allowed herself to experience because they were not quote-unquote acceptable for a young married woman and mother of two young boys. The second character is Léonce Pontellier. That is Edna's husband. And he is a businessman, and he's constantly away from his family. He's a very focused person. He's very focused on being successful and being highly respected by society. Now, the third character is Robert Leibram. He is a young man that Edna meets during her stay at Grand Isle during her summer vacation. You would be able to describe him as a young man who chooses different women during the summer while they're visiting, and he's somewhat of a personal attendant to them, and most of the time it's to married women. Edna and Robert, throughout the book, develop an emotional relationship, which in the end we figure is, it develops into a love that they have for one another. Now, the fourth character is Mademoiselle Reyes. She's a woman that Edna meets during her time at Grand Isle as well, and she becomes very good friends with her. When they go back to New Orleans after the summer vacation is over, they continue to be friends. Now, Mademoiselle Reyes, she is a musician, and she plays the piano, and she lives alone, and she does not have any children and is not married. Edna becomes very good friends with her, and she frequently visits her because Robert actually writes to Mademoiselle Reyes, and Edna goes and she reads the letters that are written to her, and Edna's very influenced by this character because she influences her and tells her to truly be who she is, and she pushes her towards being who she truly desires to be. Now, the other character, her name is Adele Ratignolle. She's another woman that Edna becomes close friends with during her summer stay. She's quite opposite of Mademoiselle Reyes. She's happily married and content as being a mother and a wife, and she is a perfect example of what women were expected to be during this era, which is around the 1800s in New Orleans. And the last main character, his name is Alcée Arobin. He's considered the young man of the town who seduces mainly married women. And he comes around several times and visits Edna, and they develop an affair while Edna's husband is out of town, and they have more of a physically sexual relationship. It's not emotional at all. Now, how this book relates to the class. in the aspect that it focuses on the struggles that women encounter during their life. Although she did start off, Edna did start off with a traditional life that was expected of her, there was a desire inside of her that she wanted to let out. This book describes the self-discovery that she finds, the desires that she's put away because she's supposed to fit into this mold of being a mother and a wife. With Elsie, she does have more of sexual explorations. She has sexual encounters with no emotional attachments. And then also she is somewhat breaking the rules of society and what is expected of her. Now, how this class relates to, or how this book relates to me, is that throughout the years, women have always struggled, and I find myself dealing with this as well. There's several expectations that we must follow. It's a struggle with freedom, self-expression, self-image. We have to learn how to balance life, our own personal happiness with what is expected of us, and the discovery of who we are, who they are, and the traditions that are placed upon us by society, by family. Just like in our families, there's traditions that we are expected to follow. We're expected to have children. We're expected to be more domestic. We're expected as women to give a little bit more of ourselves up than that of our male partners. For myself, I do have a little bit of these expectations of me, but also I do have other expectations. I've recently gone back to school to finish school. I want to start a career. I truly want to be happy and successful. I do want to follow the traditions of my family, but also want to make sure that I stay true to myself. And it's very important to be happy with yourself in order to make those around you happy. My experience with the book club was a interesting one. I did struggle a little bit at the beginning, but towards the end did get a hang of it. So I would say that we can work on the interaction with each other, and it would work out a little bit better. It's kind of difficult to have a book club and interact when there's different things going on in everyone's lives, and some things may be unexpected and may come up, and it may cause other group members to suffer. So this is my book report, and I hope you all enjoyed it, and I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch it.